much in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Looks pretty evident what they want to do. The same connection to start the game on back-to-back throws.
But when you've got a big-time target, you've got to go to him. The flip side is, shouldn't the defense know that? They should be better prepared.
Absolutely. They're going to have to step up and in a hurry. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Brings up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch twist. Watch twist.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going to air one out. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Fielded at about the 28. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Murray now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that?
It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hughes. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Double dog, that's the way.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. And an alley to run. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. He's going to let this go for the end zone, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Try to punch it across with Bush. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's third down.
All day, dog. Mike 50. Mike 54. I'm out.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So after the penalty, they're back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 54 is Mike. Watch 54.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. I'm here all day. Watch the iron. 66. Pull it. Let it go.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Murray. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Murray now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. He'll find Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Murray again. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And some room to roam now. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. Room here to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard. Line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby, that's big.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, this is Bush. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, the second down throw on target. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
he's got a man complete. There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray now on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's second and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown at his NFL debut. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will make this a 19-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here at the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This time Jackson will throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Sims. He's got it. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Jackson now to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On 3rd down, Murray. He may try and run for this. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial... And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Buying time. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Throwing now is Murray. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to... And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it third down. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run with Lynch, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here is Lynch on third and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he stopped immediately there. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you...
Tryna go be better, run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm